All right, I think we are live. So, how are you doing?
Awesome. Great to see you this morning, Reginald.
Good to see you too. And I just want to welcome everybody to this exclusive. I guess I don't know if you want to call it fireside chat or a one-on-one with Jennifer Glidden here. She's a stay-at-home mom out of the Charlotte, North Carolina area, crushing it in DS Domination. And I just wanted to really give you an opportunity and a chance to really tell uh, the world, essentially, because everybody's watching this, about who you are.
Who I am. Well, I am a stay-at-home mom here in Charlotte, North Carolina. My son just turned 14 months old, and I've actually had quite an interesting life. I don't know where you want me to start, but I've done quite a few different businesses, and this is really the one that I have been blown away by in terms of how quickly it's taken off, how simple it is to do, and so that's how we are here today.
Okay, awesome. So, excuse me. So, can you talk about your background in the home-based business industry a little bit? What are some of the things you've done before in the past, and what kind of led you up to this point with DS Domination?
Sure. So I used to work, I went to college, I got a good job and got an MBA, finished up. I didn't really enjoy cubicle life. I don't know if anyone can relate to that, but I was actually having a lot of physical problems. So, and it was stressful, so I quit my job in the cubicle land, and I started a photography business. So that was in Arizona. We wound up moving out to North Carolina, and we started up a real estate business. And all through that, the internet was kind of growing in terms of its impact and usage by people in general. So for real estate, I started learning about the internet and how to use the internet to promote our business. And so I did that for a while, and then we wound up, I got pregnant, and so we decided, you know what, we're going to ramp down our real estate endeavors, and I'll just work more online than in real estate. So with that, I kind of got into another business, and I thought it was one thing, but it actually turned out to be an MLM, which I wasn't really familiar with MLMs. So that was my first experience there. I worked away at it for about a year, starting with right when my son was born, and had not the success that I was really expecting, working for, or wanting. So anyways, in the background, I saw somebody, she kept posting up all these testimonials of what was going on with DSD, all these people making money without recruiting, and I thought, yeah, right. Everything online, you have to sell something to someone, right? So anyways, I was focused, and I said, I'll come look at it after this big thing happens. Um, so I came back and I looked at it and I said, okay, you know what? It's 20 bucks. I'll give it a shot. I'll see how it goes. And when, I jumped right in, I figured if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to give it my all. So I jumped right in, and within the first 24 hours, I had my first sale on eBay. So there was no recruiting required. I wasn't interested in recruiting. I wasn't interested in promoting it. So I just kept listing items, and the sales started coming in. It wasn't a week before I was getting sales every day, and it's just continued growing from there. And after I saw how well it was working for me, I did decide that I wanted to promote it, but that's a separate part of DS Domination. You can absolutely just make money on eBay and go full force there and not have to worry about any recruiting. So I really appreciate that part of the business.
Okay, awesome, awesome. So I know this is more targeted towards stay-at-home mom. So how do you manage, being a stay-at-home mom and building your business at the same time? You have a very young child, and I understand, you know, how hectic that can be at times. So share with everyone, how do you manage your household and still be able to work your business part-time successfully from home?
So that's one thing I really like about DSD is that um, I can do I can do just about anything. Um, Sorry, Reginald, I see you. Are you talking and you're muted? Are you talking?
No, I'm not. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. So in terms of how I manage the eBay side of the business, I just do some listings while my son is asleep, and I fill orders throughout the day as they come in. They usually take like 5 minutes to fill, so it's not a big deal. And it's pretty straightforward in terms of getting stuff done. There isn't that much that needs to be done. And then once you have a good catalog of listings that are bringing in the income that you want, I mean, all you have to do is just kind of fill orders. That's pretty much it. And they don't take all that much time to fill. It's a couple minutes, copy, paste, click to pay, and it's on its way. So in terms of making money on eBay and being a full-time mom, it's going really, really well.
Okay, awesome. And hopefully this thing is showing correctly to everybody else, because I know on our end it's like lagging like crazy. So hopefully it's working correctly. But anyway, so it's going pretty well. So can you share with everybody the results that you've experienced thus far in DS Domination? How have your results been?
Well, like I said, the the first sale in 24 hours was fantastic, and then it's been really exciting to see, because I thought, okay, my first milestone will be kind of generating $100 or more a day consistently, and I thought that that might take even a couple months, and I was fine with that because, I've worked a lot harder for a lot less in the past. So anyways, it wasn't more than probably 3 weeks or so before I was consistently making over $100 a day. Now, that's not a guarantee that you'll have the same results. Everyone has different results. Some people make money faster. Some people make money slower. It just depends on the items that you're listing and what you're doing in your business personally. But I've just been amazed. On Saturday I cleared $290 just in profit on product sales. So I am amazed. I've been in it not even 6 weeks now, and already, I mean, the curve is just like this. So there's so much potential here, and it's like we're sitting in front of a gold mine and just picking away a little every day, and it's amazing, Reginald.
All right, that's awesome. So you said you cleared $291 in one day. So how did that feel? I mean, when that happened, I mean, what was it like, to be able to make that type of money from home? And really, we're not doing a whole lot of work. I hate to say it like that, but it's really not. So, how did it feel when that actually happened, when you experienced that?
It's interesting. It's been kind of surreal how quickly this is all happening, and how the amounts every day just continue increasing. So when I saw, oh wow, I had $290 today, I just couldn't believe it. I mean, it's amazing. This is such an incredible opportunity, and like you said, it's not backbreaking labor. It's very simple. We're copying and pasting, and it's just such a blessing to be able to finally find something that works and can fit into our schedule, and I can do it, and it just keeps getting better.
That is incredible. So, for those that are considering DS domination, I mean, what would you tell those people?
Well, I would say don't make my mistake. Start today. Don't delay. Don't wait until timing is perfect. Timing is never perfect. Today is the only day that you have, and when you get started today, you're going to start getting results. So, just get started, go through the videos, start listing items, and I think you'll be amazed at how fast you start hearing the cha-chings on your phone. It's really, really exciting to see. Not just, I mean, my story is not unique. There are people who come in and have cha-chings within a few hours of starting their listings. I mean, it's just incredible. So this is a system that's working, and it can work for you as soon as you start plugging into it.
You know what? I think this is pretty awesome because it's like it's 11 o'clock where I'm at. It's noon when we're hanging out midday. We're able to do this and really um, give you the opportunity really to pour into people because there's so many out there that are considering this company for whatever reason. They may be scared to do it or skeptical for whatever reason. So comparing this to some of the other things that you've done before in the past, I mean, how would you compare it? I mean, I know there's a lot of great companies out there, but how has this experience with DS Domination differed from the ones that you've had previously?
So there are a couple great things that I love about this business model, and that my husband has actually been a lot more supportive and excited about too, which makes it even more fun. And that is, first of all, the low cost of entry. Anyone can sign up and get started for $20. So and start getting results for $20. You know, you get in at the pro level, and you can start making any amount of money in terms of what you're listing. You know, it has nothing to do with your sales skills or your marketing skills or anything like that. So, so in that respect, I really like this business because anyone can do it. Now, another great benefit of it is that, you know, you're not tying up a whole bunch of your own personal money into the business. So I mentioned I was in real estate for a while, and even photography. Those businesses were really capital intensive. I know a lot of like juice companies or other companies like that require that you buy a whole bunch of products, and then you're going to have to sell them on the back end. And this is not something that you're doing that with. I mean, you're actually selling high and then buying low. So you already have your order for the product before you're even putting any money out to buy the product, and you're shipping it right to that person. So that is a really, really great part of this business that I haven't seen in other businesses.
Okay, awesome. So comparing the team support that we have with the Unit of Prosperity, I mean, how would you rate the team support that we have here?
Well, I think that part of the reason so many people on our team are succeeding is because of our team culture. You know, we have that Facebook group, and people are just encouraging one another. People are posting up their results. It makes you, it just gets you on fire. And, you know, I have one person, he just hit his 5,000, or his initial eBay $5,000 limit, and he was just listing like crazy, you know. And I know that a lot of the results that we're seeing in our group is because of that Facebook group where we're kind of spurring one another on to really create more results. And, you know, this isn't, we're not like pushing each other and making it difficult. We're just encouraging one another, and it's fun. We are having a party in there.
You're absolutely correct, and I really appreciate you for being on here. So for you all that are watching this and you're not in DS Domination yet, click on the Get Started Now button. I think it says Get Started Now, or join our team today. I don't even know what the button say. It's a green button that says Join Our Team, and the other one, if you need a little bit more information, just click on the yellow button to get more information about what we're doing here. I mean, I'm personally extremely excited about it because honestly, like you mentioned earlier, it's the most simplistic thing I've ever done online, and to see almost everybody have results. I mean, I hate to say this, but I personally feel it's almost impossible not to, unless you just can't follow instructions and you don't do the training. But if you follow our system, you're almost guaranteed to make money with this program. So, do you have anything else you want to share?
You know, I just see that some people will decide to spend their money, and they say, I can't afford $20 to start a business. But I really challenge you. I would bet that you can find that $20 to start this business, because it really is something that, as soon as you start going, you're going to get that $20 back. Are you paying for cable? Because cable generally costs a lot more than $20 a month, and it's not making you any money. This is $20, and like Reginald said, you will be amazed at the results that you'll see when you just get started and put some items out there. I mean, it's amazing. It's just amazing. So it's honestly one of the best $20 I've ever spent. And my husband also agrees with that. He's been blown away. So, if you've been in a business and you've been working away at it, and your husband or your other spouse has been kind of on the sidelines like, oh man, you're just wasting your time, or you're wasting your money, or you're leaving to go to that home party again and no one's going to be there, whatever it is, this is something you can start applying, and I tell you, as soon as you have your first cha-ching, things are going to change around your house, because it just gets more exciting from there. And there are a lot of families who are doing this all together. There are even some friendly competition, like the mom and the dad, and then the kids even are listing items and seeing who sells what, and it's just a whole bunch of fun. So get started today. You can click that button below, and we're having a great time. Everyone on my team has been so thankful and so excited, and just so grateful for the program. It's not just us here. It's everyone on the team is making money and having a great time doing it. So get started today.
Awesome. Well, we're gonna be on this probably a few more minutes. This thing is driving me nuts. It's lagging. I'm like, I can't tell what's going on here. But hopefully everything's okay for you all that are actually watching it. But anyway, what I was gonna say is, I mean, as far as when you first got started, I know we said it's easy, but I just want to throw this out there again, because somebody still is probably thinking that. I mean, how difficult was it to really get through the training and to get into profit mode? That's a question that I get a lot, and I just want you to kind of tackle that a little bit.
That's a good question. I really expected that there was going to be more to it, but I went through the training videos. They're nice bite-sized chunks, so I went through one training, and then the next training, and like I said, I just started listing items. It's really pretty easy to find things that you can list for a profit, and had my first sale in 24 hours. So in terms of when was I in profit from the $20 that I put out there, it may have been later on in the week. I think my first sale might have profited me like $10 or something. But if we compare that first sale of profiting around $10, that's not an exact number, but I think that's about what it was, to then this past Saturday, 5 weeks later, making $290 profit. It just blows me away. So it's very simple. It really is. You get back in profit pretty quickly.
Okay, awesome, and thank you for sharing that. And I want to actually kind of elaborate on that a little bit, because a lot of people look at a $10 profit. Well, some people, not a lot of people, and they may think, oh, it's not a big deal. But here's the way I view it personally, especially when I first got started, because I understand the power of e-commerce, and I understand that people are always going to shop. And eBay is a different animal compared to MLM or even affiliate marketing, because it's a different whole thing in itself, even though we have an affiliate program with DS Domination, but it's completely separate. So if you have, for example, $10 profit sales coming in daily, then that's $100 a day. And this is happening like that constantly for a lot of people. There's some people that may even have smaller margins, such as $5 a sale in profit, but they're doing a couple hundred of those a day, and that adds up. So to be a lot of money. So don't think of it as okay, that's not a lot of money, it's chump change, because the reality is this. And if you've been in the home-based business industry, even if you've been in a few months, it doesn't take long to realize that in traditional companies, most people that join those companies don't make money, or it takes a while for them to make money, or they may have an excellent compensation plan from the perspective of, I make $100 here a sale every time, or $500 a sale here every time, but they only doing that a couple times a year, okay, if that, or once a year, okay, the average person. So with this, if you're doing a $10 sales a day, that's what, $300 a month. Or if you're doing $20 a day, that's $600 a month. That makes a difference in a lot of people's lives today, because everybody does not want to be rich. And that is a harsh reality for a lot of people to accept, but that is what it is. The $600, $300, $200 will make a huge difference in a lot of people households right now. So regardless to where you want to take this, whether it be something part-time to supplement your income to make a couple $100 a day, or a couple $100 a week, or a couple $100 a month, it's all possible here. And that's why I love the versatility of this business, because it provides you a way to be able to create whatever type of income you want, essentially, without having to really go out there and recruit people, unless you choose to refer others to this amazing program and give them access to this training, because it is definitely unlike anything that we've ever done before in traditional MLM and other companies, because it actually works. The products actually work, and we're seeing amazing results by being a part of this. So if you're looking at this, and if you are even in the company, I urge you to share this with your list, share it on your Facebook wall. You all should be promoting this right now, because this is very valuable information. We're not hyping anything up on here. We're just pretty much sharing with you the results that are really taking place, and having Jen share a story with you all as well. So if you are in the company, again, promote. If you're not, click one of the buttons below to join our team. We'll be so ecstatic to work with you and welcome you aboard like we do everyone else that joins. And again, I'm just excited. I don't know what else to say about that. But before we go, we're at the 23-minute mark. So do you have any final words again that you I know I did this before, but people, like they say in ministry, have about 5 closes, but I'm not going to do 5. I'm only going to do 2. So, but do you have anything in closing for those? I don't know if we have any questions popping up on here. Let me check it out. Okay. Well, while you talk, I'll see if there's any questions. But do you have anything in closing, potentially pending any questions that we may have, that you would like to say to anyone, again, that's watching this hangout today? I know we have stay-at-home moms on here. We even have stay-at-home dads, so we're not excluding the dads. We do have men doing this as well. But do you have anything in closing that you would like to say to anyone?
Yeah, one thing that I wanted to piggyback on what you said, you were talking about how it's a recession-proof business, which it absolutely is, because people are always buying things no matter what the economy is doing, and we're able to kind of stand in the middle of that. But it's also an inflation-proof business. Now, I was walking through the grocery store just the other day, and I heard a lady talking with someone who worked at the grocery store, and she said, yeah, the grocery bill keeps growing, but my paycheck isn't. And I don't know if you've noticed, I've certainly noticed that the cost of groceries is going up, and a lot of people's paychecks are not going up. So this is also a business that can help fill in those gaps, pay off debt. I know my husband and I are personally working on paying down the mortgage. So this business can help families in so many different ways. And I was thinking back to a point in time where I was volunteering at a concert, and I was standing at this table, and I had sponsored a child for quite a while. This is kind of some insight into why I'm here sharing this with you right now. I had sponsored a child, and it was $30 or $35 a month, not a big chunk out of my budget, but made a huge difference to somebody else. And so I was volunteering, standing at the table for this organization, so that when people at the concert heard about what the organization was doing, then they would come to the table and find out more. And so as I was standing there, it occurred to me, you know what, I can do my $30 a month and support that one child. But when I'm here at the table sharing with other people, those other people are going to be able to do even more good. And so what we're doing here right now, Reginald, is we could keep this to ourselves and we could just take care of our families, but instead we believe in this enough. We are seeing so many other people benefit from this that we want to share it with even more people. And so when I was standing there at that table and seeing all the people, and they were all going out and going to be able to sponsor more kids, it just really hit my heart and impacted me. And I saw how much potential there was in me stepping outside of my comfort zone to do something to help other people. And so I feel like that's part of what we're doing here on the Unit of Prosperity. We're not just taking care of our own families, but we're helping other people take care of their families too.